Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. I'm personally so excited to do this video because, a little spoiler alert, I swear by cycle syncing. But if you guys want to learn a little bit more about cycle syncing, or if you've never heard about cycle syncing, I do have a whole playlist about it. I even have videos where I showed you what I eat and how I work out during each phase of my menstrual cycle. And also in those videos, I do actually break down what each phase is and how your body and how your hormones are changing for each phase. So if you guys want to learn more about that, go check that out. I will have it linked up above or down below in the description box. So those videos will go a little bit more in depth about cycle syncing, but today's video, I'm just going to talk about my thoughts and my review. But very quick rundown. If you have never heard of cycle syncing is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it is where you sync up your, for example, your nutrition, your exercises, even like your workload during each phase of the month or each phase of your menstrual cycle. That month of your hormones drastically changing, it is broken up into 4 different phases. You have your menstrual phase, your follicular phase, your ovulatory phase, and your luteal phase. And like I said, during each phase, your hormones are drastically changing, and that will obviously affect your energy levels and your skin, your hair, even like how much like your body is holding on to water, which looks like you are bloated. It literally affects your health as a whole. So that's why I absolutely swear by cycle syncing, because when you cycle sync, more specifically your workouts and your nutrition, you are going alongside your hormones rather than against your hormones, which obviously will benefit you in the long run. So yeah, let's just dive into my thoughts and how cycle syncing has truly changed my life in a good way. So like I said, I have been cycle syncing for about over a year now, and in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty stressful because I thought I had to follow it like to the T, and I just felt like I was stressing so much trying to follow cycle syncing to the T that it literally just canceled out all the benefits of cycle syncing because I was stressing out so much on how to just do it perfectly. But one thing that I've noticed, not just in cycle syncing, but just in my health and fitness as a whole, if you are stressing out so much to do something to benefit your health, you are doing more harm than good, because stress can negatively affect your health in so many different ways. So just trying to find a good, happy balance in whatever it is in your health and fitness journey is going to be even better. So when I first started cycle syncing, obviously, like I said, it was super stressful. And then I realized, okay, well, stress is obviously not good. It's just gonna do more harm than good. So when I say stress, I'm talking more so of the nutrition part of it, because Sean and I like to stick to certain meals. We have a whole list of like our favorite meals, and we like to just rotate those meals, and like we do like to meal prep sometimes. So I didn't want to change my nutrition so much that I would have to buy a whole different grocery list compared to Sean, because we're obviously married, we like to eat the same foods. So what I did is I realized like I just need to change the sides in my meals, for example. So when it comes to like veggies and fruits and seeds, I will change those to benefit my hormones in whatever phase I'm in my menstrual cycle. So that is the one thing that I felt like was a little bit hard in the beginning, was just cycle syncing my nutrition. But as long as you just switch up your fruits and veggies in whatever phase you're in, that is absolutely amazing. And plus that also helps you rotate, you know, different veggies and fruits to incorporate into your health. And then in terms of cycle syncing my workouts, that was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, because I always was in that mindset of like, I always have to lift heavy. I always have to do high intense exercises no matter what in order to see results. But that is completely false, because the more I educated myself about my hormones and cycle syncing, I realized those high intensity workouts were actually adding more stress to my body especially during my luteal and menstrual phase. And so that was just doing more harm than good. And so that's why I wasn't seeing the results that I should or thought I was supposed to see. And also that obviously contributed to more stress on my body during a very stressful phase of my menstrual cycle. So all that added stress then led to hormonal imbalance, which then led me to have lots of breakouts and painful periods and just so much more. So the first few months of cycle syncing my workouts, it was, again, like I said, a transition. But after the first few months, I noticed a huge difference in the results in the gym, but in my hormonal balance as a whole. I noticed that because I'm working out alongside my hormones rather than against it, I was so much less inflamed, you guys, because when I was constantly going against my hormones, so I was just constantly lifting heavy weight, doing high intensity exercises, no matter what phase I am in my menstrual cycle, I was just adding so much stress to my body, like I said, which spiked my cortisol, which then led to a lot of inflammation in my body and lots of water retention. So if you guys didn't know, when your body is in a fight or flight response or mode, aka your body is in a lot of stress, whether that's physical or mental stress, your body tends to hold on to water to protect its organs because it thinks it needs to be protected. So when you hold on to a lot of water, it looks like you gained a lot of weight. And so that's what I felt like, was that I was, working out so hard. I was doing high intensity exercises, but I still looked just fluffy. Like I looked puffy all the time. When I started cycle syncing my workouts, going alongside my hormones rather than against it, the inflammation, she was gone. Like, it was insane how much the inflammation reduced in my body. I will put up on the screen a video of me that I took when I was doing my glute miss. I know it's so cheesy. I cringe at it now. I actually want to delete those videos, but some of you guys think it's helpful, but you can just see how inflamed I was, because this is before I started cycle syncing my nutrition and workouts. You can just see how inflamed my face is. You can see the breakouts on my chin and my cheek because of that hormonal imbalance. That is one benefit to cycle syncing my workouts, was that it helped me balance my hormones, which then helps me reduce inflammation within my body, which also, when you reduce inflammation within your body, not only are you going to have good skin and good hair and good energy levels, but you're also going to see results in the gym. So that is one of the biggest physical benefits to cycle syncing. But now I want to talk about the mental benefits of cycle syncing. So for me personally, after a year of cycle syncing, it has been absolutely amazing on my mental health, y'all. I cannot express how in tune I am with my body and how I just give my body so much more love and so much more grace, because I understand my body. So before cycle syncing, I would literally just beat myself up, not physically, but mentally. I would beat myself up if I could not lift heavier a certain week, especially during my luteal and menstrual phase. I would go into my lift and be like, what the heck? I could lift this weight 2 weeks ago, but now for some reason I can't lift this weight. Why can't I? And I would get so upset at myself, why? Something's wrong with me. And so all these years in my fitness journey in the beginning, I always thought something was wrong with me. I always thought I would plateau and all these different excuses, but really it's just because during certain phases of the months, more specifically your luteal and menstrual phase, you just don't have the energy. You don't have the oomph and the push to lift heavy weight, because your body's and your hormone is literally asking you to just chill, to just relax, because your body's about to go through a very crazy internal process, aka your period, which a lot of people don't know, that it's a huge internal process that's going on. So you need to give your body, but also your mind, grace and rest and love during this phase. And so now, a year of cycle syncing, I just feel so in tune with my body that when I know it's my luteal phase, that's where I personally feel I get super tired. It's my body preparing for an internal process that's about to happen, my period. I give my body grace, I lower the weight, and if I can't lift heavy weight, I don't get upset at myself for it. And so that has just been absolutely amazing for my mental health and my health and fitness journey, because I actually understand my body. And so when I do lower that weight, it pushes me to try different things to still move my body. So I used to be the girl who would only weightlift, but now I have been incorporating very low impact exercises like yoga and Pilates, especially during my luteal menstrual phase, because I need to lower that weight. But because it pushed me to try different things, especially low impact exercises, it has been so amazing, just the benefits of trying different movements for my body, like yoga and Pilates. I'm much more flexible. My core strength is like absolutely amazing compared to before cycle syncing. So that's just another benefit, is that it pushed me to try different exercises and try different types of movements that my body is also going to benefit from, not just weightlifting. And it's just crazy to say, because I actually don't mind my period, my menstrual phase, because I know that this is part of being a woman, and I'm so proud to be a woman, especially now that I know what's going on within my body. And so when it comes to my period, it's like no problem, because I used to be the girl who would hate her period, who would not look forward to her period. So now I'm a completely different woman because of cycle syncing. But this just kind of leads to another point of cycle syncing and how it benefited me, is that because it helped me balance my hormones, and this is a whole different thing, but because it has helped me balance my hormones, my periods are so enjoyable. I know that's so crazy to say, but having a painful period, y'all, is not normal. I know today's society normalizes it, but it's not normal at all. I actually enjoy my periods. Obviously, it's not fun that I can't go to the beach on one day or go swimming one day, but that's one day where I'm just giving my body and my mind rest, and I can relax and I don't have to feel guilty about it. But in terms of PMS symptoms, I do not have cramps. I used to be the girl who would get such bad cramps to the point where I would be in a fetal position and I would be crying. I would be literally on my knees praying to God to take this pain away. I am not that girl anymore, and I used to have breakouts all over before my period. I used to have horrible mood swings before my period, but now the only symptom is that the week before my period, I'm just very tired, but also that's very normal because my hormones are literally plummeting. So that is normal to feel tired. But when it comes to my period, I know it's a little TMI, but I literally just bleed for a couple days. It used to be a week long too, but I just bleed for a couple to 3 days. So I really hope this video just inspired you or just empowered you to just educate yourself on your menstrual cycle and to really just try it out. Just try it out for a couple months and see if it does benefit you. I promise you, you'll see at least one benefit from it, because like I said, it's common sense. When you go alongside your hormones rather than against your hormones, it's obviously going to benefit you in the long run. Most importantly, it just allows you to understand your body as a woman, and it just helps you have more grace and more love for yourself. And so that's why I really, 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 really just want to inspire you and educate you on cycle syncing. And so I actually did a whole module in the guide that I created for this past year. If you guys haven't followed me, you already know about it, but I have to mention it because this guide that I created is called Jumpstart Your Journey, and it is over 140 pages, basically showing you step by step on how to start a sustainable and holistic health and fitness journey. And so it has 10 modules, and one of the modules is actually cycle syncing, and I talk about everything that goes on during each phase of the month or each phase of your cycle and how your body is changing during each phase. And I actually have a whole chart showing you what you should incorporate in your nutrition, how to change your workouts, and even your work to go alongside your hormones during that phase so that you don't have to guess and stress out and try to plan it out all yourself like I did. But if you guys want to check it out, I do have a discount code for my YouTube family. It is YouTube10 and it will save you 10% off the guide. If you want to learn a little bit more about it, I do have a little bit more information down below in the description box. So make sure you guys go check that out. So comment down below if you cycle sync, what are your thoughts? If you have any questions about it, comment down below as well and I'll be more than happy to answer that. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you or talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.